Well, look at this. Back on this trail. I came up here a couple of weeks ago. And look at all the deer tracks. They're filling up with snow because we're getting some pretty heavy snow now. But the deer just walk around in here like crazy. It's really nice. Oh, gotta turn off my light there. Oh, we're touching the belly here, all the way in here. I think we'll make it through. We'll make it up to the top, turn around, come back. But she is deep. I was wondering about that, whether I'd make it in here or not. Check out these deer tracks. He jumped over this fence right between these trees just to get over here. It's so cool. Like, I'll show you where this goes. It's a bit of an incline. And they jump over this fence here. And then they cross, I guess, through the field there, or they go up that way or that way. It's pretty amazing. Love stuff like this. Just beautiful in here. There's the C-Force. So here we are, just taking a break here in the woods. And it's a snowy day today. It's snowing good. The highways and the roads aren't very good at all. Anyways, I was on my way out here like 2 hours ago. And I was in town where I live, and I saw a truck. Hear a tree cracking. Anyways, there was a truck in town at Belleville Lawn and Care. Guy had a trailer and a brand new CF Moto Highland U10 on the back, like that candy apple red color. And I was like, oh, that's nice. And he turned he went straight, and he was in front. He pulled over in front of our pharmacy, and I was turning left there. So I pulled up beside him, and he rolls down his window. I said, you want to trade? And he says, is this yours? Am I bringing this to you? And I said, you can bring it to my house if you want. But I said, no, it's not mine. He says, I was wondering if you could tell me where this address is, this street. And I looked at it, and I knew where it was. It was kind of like far from where he was, but backward, kind of like in the neighborhood where I live, down by the lake. So, and I look at the name of the customer, and I know the guy. And so I thought, okay. I said, you know what? It's kind of tricky to get there, especially with a truck and a trailer. So I will show you how to get there. I'll take you down there. It's a good 7 kilometers away anyway from where we were. So I took him down there, and there was my buddy Brian. He was waiting for his U10, his Highland, and he unloaded it. The guy unloaded off the trailer, and they were talking, and he had to move his truck and his trailer. He could only back it up so far. Then he had to cut it sharp and get out of the driveway back onto the road. And so Brian had to move his car. And he says to me, you want to, here, go and jump in the U10 and move it. I said, you want me to move your new side-by-side? He says, yeah, sure, go ahead. So I jump in, and, well, those things are just gorgeous inside, right? The interior on those Highlands are beautiful. So I go in there, and I'm looking for the gear shift, and there isn't one. I'm like, what's going on here? And I'm looking at the dash, and it's all electronic. So you just have to push the button to whatever gear you want. Low, high, reverse, park, whatever, neutral. Oh, cool. So I pushed the button, and the heat's cranked on in there. It's been running for a little bit, and it's nice and warm. And so I just moved it. I had to reverse it and then move it to where they wanted it, and so you could have room to back the trailer in there and get out of the driveway. But man, that was cool. And I'm like, can I please have this? I love that machine. But yeah, that's what happened before I was on my way out here, and then I couldn't get out here quicker. But now I'm here, and I wanted to come up to this trail. And you know, I've been here before because I want to see how much deer activity there is on an ongoing basis. And wow, is there ever a lot of deer tracks and other tracks here, but mostly deer tracks. So they're definitely living around here. I hope I don't see a deer fly over this fence all of a sudden and jump over me. Anyways, I'm going to go down that trail a little bit, go down to that waterfall and check it out, see what it looks like down there, and then we'll jump back up on the off. It's not the part of the rail trail system, it's just a sides trail. Jump back on that and get the heck out of here. But I had to get out today. I just had to get out. I haven't been out for, geez, I don't think I've been out since I videoed the last time I was on this trail. I'm not 100% sure. Oh yeah, I went down, I was on Rice Lake, but that didn't turn out to much, so there was no riding there. But I just need to get the heck out on the trail, especially in this snowstorm. It's beautiful. And just enjoy life. I love this, right? This is fun. But anyways, Brian invited me out ice fishing in his U10 next week, so I might go with him, and if I do, I'll bring my camera and we'll make a bit of a video out of that as well. Anyways, we're going to jump back on the Seaforce, head down this trail, and go to the waterfall. Well, here we are at the waterfall. Not much of a waterfall. Water's running down there. Some deer tracks over there. Oh, feels like I'm on the ice now. Yeah. This is the creek I run up once in a while with my ATV or my side-by-side up here. I sure hope I can get out of here because this is deep snow. I'm dragging the belly all the way in here. I'll figure it out, but I mean, it might make me work a little bit. We'll just try to back straight out of here again. Glasses get so fogged up with a helmet on, full face, and I got the visor open, but still getting pretty fogged up. Okay, this isn't good. I actually ended up turning the camera off because I was buried good here. So it took me about 15 minutes to get out of here, but I did. Well, I made it out. I winched up to that tree over there to get it out of the ruts I was in. Then I trampled down all the snow here and put some on the sides. And just didn't spin hard, just slow throttle. And managed to crawl all the way out. Thank goodness. That's deep snow. We're back on, learned my lesson, heading back. You know, when I got here, I said to myself, just leave it on the trail. You might get stuck in there. And I didn't listen. you, that was scary as shit climbing that hill. I didn't know if I was going to make it all the way up, but we made it. And after all this snow, I don't know if I'm going to try this again because it's getting deep. It's I don't have enough lift. I think I better be careful from here on because I was a little tiring over there when I was stuck. But it's an adventure. It's fun. I'll leave the camera running for the ride home. It's pretty nice.